Hi, this is Cheryl St.Pierre of Majestic Wire Artworks. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this pretty disc pendant that I've made with the discs beads that I received from Beebeecraft. And there's lots of colors to pick from in this package and lots of oranges in this particular package. But the one I've already made is like an amethyst purple. I'm not sure if the true color is showing up on the video. And the one I'm going to use tonight is a sea green. It's very pretty. And so these discs are 25 millimeters wide. And so we're going to be making a pendant with it. And the supplies are going to be in the description below, as well as the links. The link to my tools, as well as the disc beads, which is a package of 30. And so, should we begin? Here we go. So the first thing I want you to do is to grab an 18-inch piece of dead soft wire, round, 20 gauge. Now I'm using raw copper. Not sure if that shows up on the video or not, but it's raw copper. What I want you to do is to find approximately the middle. Now I could do more exact measurements, but it's just easier to deal with if you just go from the middle. And from there, I want you to bend it at the middle, and we're going to make our bail. But I'm going to use a shorter piece of wire to show you how to make the bail, just because when I've got such a long piece of wire and I'm trying to do it on camera, it gives me grief because it fights against the table, because normally I don't have a table underneath me when I'm doing this. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to have wire with a bend. So here's the bend. That bend is, say, your center of your wire. And I want you to, the size of your bail is up to you. I'm using the largest size of my round nose plier. If you want something larger, you can use anything like a pen or a pencil. And you just want to wrap around it twice. Oh, stuck there. To make your bail. And I'm wrapping around twice. Okay. And then I'm just going to go at it from both sides, push it down, because this is graduated in size. And then I'm going to wrap it 5 times, because we want the bail to be a little bit lengthy. Now it's going, it's going to be covered, so it doesn't have to be neat, but when it is neat, it's at its strongest. So the measurement of 5 times is with it being neat. So there. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. I'm going to pause this and I'm going to do it on my other wire quickly, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I've got it on my larger piece of wire. And so now I've got the 5 wraps, and I just want you to take your bail and take your 2 wires and pull them straight down. And you will see that there's going to be quite a bit of length difference. This is where I said more exact measurements. It's approximately 2.5 inches shorter on one side. And just to make it easier to work with, I'm going to snip that excess off. Okay, now you're going to want to decide which part of your bail is nicer from the front. So mine looks pretty nice from both sides, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to pick this one, and I'm going to take the bead on the front part, and I'm going to hold it underneath. I've got the edge at the bottom of the wrapping, and then I'm going to hold it there. And I'm going to take my nail and bend it right above the hole. And I'm bending the wire up. So it looks like that. And then from that, I can now put the bead on. And bend the wire up like that. Might take a little bit of wiggling to get it there, but it's actually not that hard to do. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my thumb over this wire to hold it flat, and we're going to bend it down. We're going to make a loop. Okay, so there's the start of the loop. Try and make it full circle. And then I'm going to stop, whoops, sorry. I'm going to stop at this point, and then I'm going to make another loop, just kind of overlapping it. So it's looking like that. Okay, and then you want it to be angled like that a little bit. So you've got the two overlapping loops like that. You could have it a greater distance if you wanted, or, you know, my other one was a little bit greater. And at this point, I'm going to, on the left wire, I'm going to put a bicone there. Now, the choice of color is up to you. With the amethyst, I chose clear because I wanted it to have contrast. And so I'm taking this package of 4mm bicones that I got in a previous package from Beebeecraft, and it gives me lots of color to pick from. And I'm gonna check what I like. I could choose this green, and I'm not too keen on that. There's this metallic, I think it's colorized green, but it has like some blues and stuff, so it lends itself to tea green. Sorry, my speech tonight. Sea green, and it's just a little bit darker, so I think that would be a good choice for this color. But I mean, that's up to you what you pick. So I'm just going to use a 4mm bicone, and I'm going to have it not too much higher than so I've got this wire spread a little bit, and I've got that wire just as close to the circle as I can, or the swirl, I mean. And now I'm going to take the right wire, and I'm going to make a frame. I'm going to hold the bead down, and I'm going to make a frame around the bead with the opposite wire. And now that's upside down. And again, I'm putting my thumb down so that kind of makes it so it holds its place. And then I want to go like this, so that it kind of looks like this wire is just going in a straight line. So you're going to want to have that wire come over itself, so it looks like it's going in a straight line, well, a curved line really. And then you've got the two wires spread apart, and you're going to come down around here, and we want them to be spread apart because that gives some interest and beauty. And I'm going to wrap around. I got to move these beads so it stays in focus. I'm going to wrap around the back of the bail, the neck of the bail, once, and I'm keeping it low, and then I'm going upwards twice, and then I'm going to come around, and I'm going to straighten out my bail because it bent a little bit, so we want it to be straight. And now I want to make a loop in front of the bail, so I'm going to finger swirl it. Sorry, I'm holding it like this, got my finger to swirl it like that, and we want a nice loop like that. Okay, and now I'm going to, I want these wires to kind of separate, because that's how I did this. I separated it. Oops, sorry, gotta get that in there. Separated it, and it gave it some extra interest. So I'm needing that top wire to come underneath the other wire, and I'm going to push this loop a little bit back like that, and there. I think I've done it. A little bit more. I'm going to spread them apart a little bit more. Okay, so I use my nails to do that. Now I'm going to take and measure this wire from the furthest left wire, and I want 1 centimeter of length, and now it's approximate. So if you get it a little bit off, it's okay. So I'm going to snip both of them off at 1 centimeter. And then I'm going to snip one shorter than the other. So I'm going to go like this. I'm just doing one because I couldn't get them sitting together. Okay. So I had some good excess here. So if you wanted to go 16 inches, you probably would have enough. I just wanted to make sure we had enough length to work with. And those look longer than 1 centimeter, so I'm just gonna snip it a little bit more. And the top one I want about 2 millimeters shorter, so I'm snipping that back. So it looks like this. Okay. And then you could practice doing this ahead on just some wire if you wanted to. And then you can either take the top of your chain nose pliers or your round nose pliers and make, you want to make a loop to finish off the edge. And then because this one's longer, it's going to stick out a little bit more. Okay, so it looks like that. And now I want to bend it against the bead so it doesn't stick out, so it doesn't snag off as much as it could. Okay, and there you go. It's done. I'm wanting this a little bit curved more, so I'm adjusting it to be a little bit straighter. And there it is. Okay, so the two of them are fairly similar. They're not exact. Everyone will be slightly different, but that's the beauty of wire wrapping. They're each unique, but very similar. Hopefully this is easy for you to follow and to do, and with a little bit of practice you can really make these beautiful, beautiful beads. And you know, any large disc bead this size, remember it's 25 mils, which is 2.5 centimeters, milliliters, and so it'd be easy to work with any type of disc bead that's that size. And I know there's many different kinds of beads, but these, I just saw them and I'm going, you know, I know exactly what I want to do with that. So there we are. And thanks for joining me in this video, and we'll see you in the next one. God bless and bye for now.